The bull market is back, the bottom is in, and these two brand new metas are about to change everything you thought you knew about crypto. So stay tuned right until the end, because this show is going to be explosive. I'm going to break down how we're going to print a ton of money and where the next wave of multimillionaires is going to be made. So pay very close attention. This is a very, very important show. We are back with full force. Stay tuned. 1, 2, 3, no time to waste. Let's get started. Alright, my friends, here we are with 𝗵𝗏𝗏. I announced my buys on 𝗵𝗏𝗏 yesterday on my private group. The private group is already available. Click on the link down below. So 𝗵𝗏𝗏, okay? You may be thinking, okay, this is an obvious meta. You know, why are you talking about 𝗵𝗏𝗏? Where's the upside? I think there's a ton of upside, okay? I think there's a lot of upside. I would say we have at least a 4 to 3x that's almost guaranteed. I mean, it's not guaranteed, but of course, it's kind of obvious that it's going to happen. And let me explain to you why. Until 𝗵𝗏𝗏 hits this target, you're not going to see meme coins run as explosively as we were seeing. We're not going to see, you know, these insane opportunities as we were used to in the past 4 months. Let me explain everything. Let me break everything down. Firstly, okay, token purchases. This is the brand new meta. The brand new meta is flywheels. The brand new meta is token buybacks. The brand new meta is projects that have profits and projects that can generate a lot of revenue. Look at the buyback amounts in USD on 𝗵𝗏𝗏, averaging $1.5 to $2 million daily. Okay, daily buybacks. This is a lot of money. Of course, very liquid token. This is where all the smart money is playing. All the multimillionaires are buying this to make tons and tons of money, and buybacks is the reason why. Same thing goes for hyperliquid. Everything in this cycle right now that's doing well, whether it's hyperliquid, 𝗵𝗏𝗏, even stuff like 𝗖𝗏, even though 𝗖𝗏 is kind of different, is legit. Okay, this is what people usually say, oh, these are bear market coins. Right now, these are the tokens that are doing the best. So Pump has 2 million daily buybacks. If we are going to compare it to hyperliquid, which has almost $3 million, 2.7 to be more precise, hyperliquid's FDV is at 45 billion, Pump's is at 4.5 billion market cap right now. Okay, the FDV, not the market cap. The market cap is slightly lower because there's still tokens that are not floating. This means that in theory we could see a 5 to 10x on 𝗵𝗏𝗏. This is what I'm saying. A 3-4x, you exit with 90% profits, and then you can leave a small bag just in case 𝗵𝗏𝗏 goes nuts. So what I'm eyeing for 𝗵𝗏𝗏 is something like 4 billion market cap. If you look at the price, it's 0.008. There's a very specific reason why there, and I'm going to explain. Firstly, the TA on 𝗵𝗏𝗏 is undeniably good. It broke this major resistance, and it's obviously gearing towards all-time highs. Bitcoin also is just kind of going sideways with Ethereum outperformance. The thing that matters here is Bitcoin actually doesn't need to look that bullish. It just needs to kind of go sideways for 𝗵𝗏𝗏 to continue on this massive rally that we are about to witness. It barely started, and I still think 1.6 is a good entry for something like 𝗵𝗏𝗏. So TA is amazing. Buybacks, which is the brand new meta, is there. If you do the math, okay, quick math, almost 700 mil in annualized revenue. It's the best revenue valuation ratio in the entire crypto market. Okay, the best. This is the cheapest token you can buy with the best possible valuation out there in the market. You might be saying, okay, that's an obvious trade. Give me something more degen. Until 𝗵𝗏𝗏 has accrued enough value, I don't think we're going to see major runners. We need to see 𝗵𝗏𝗏 become the main Solana beta. We need to see 𝗵𝗏𝗏 go on its run just like hyperliquid did. It's going to generate a massive wealth effect, and then what you're going to see is an insane run on meme coins after. But first, 𝗵𝗏𝗏 needs to run. So hyperliquid has 1.3 billion in revenue versus, as I was saying, 45 billion FTV. So a 34 ratio versus Pump's ratio, which is 7. Okay, this is why I think 3 to 4x right there. So we can go to a similar ratio to something like hyperliquid. So 𝗵𝗏𝗏 can be more, you know, fairly priced in crypto terms. So Pump is 100% massively cheaper compared to its competitor, especially for the amount of revenue it generates. It has a giant treasury with hundreds of millions of dollars. Okay, deep war chest right there that 𝗵𝗏𝗏 team can use. I don't think they need to use a lot more other than the buybacks, because this gives the market so much confidence. There's no unlocks, the pre-sale sell pressure, it has been fully absorbed, and the buyback flywheel is in place. I charted this and some people said, oh, but you said don't touch the Pump token. Yeah, because look, it was going down only. Once the chart looks amazing, once they have the flywheel, once they have the buybacks, yeah, of course you should buy. In fact, if there's one project right now in all of crypto that everyone should basically be in, is 𝗵𝗏𝗏. So I shared on my private, by the way, link in the description. You can get to the private right now if you want. And there's also this post that I think is very important to understand the reason why 𝗵𝗏𝗏 is incredibly amazing right now. Okay, twinches have zero reason to size any meme coins while Pump is at 1.5 billion market cap. He's right. There's no one out there. There's literally no one out there with money that's going to be sizing into meme coins while 𝗵𝗏𝗏 is this cheap, because all the smart money is buying all the Pump. So why on earth would you risk any meaningful amount on something with infinite risk when you have a more likely bet that has upwards of 10x still in it? Okay, so if you want runners, first we need to Pump. He's 100% right, and I think that's what the market right now is doing. It's going to price Pump more fairly, and we're going to see a massive run on Pump. Enough about 𝗵𝗏𝗏. Hyperliquid is also looking good. A better entry would even be something like 14 billion, 13 billion market cap, but I think right now it's a good trade all the way to 20 billion market cap, and it could possibly even go higher. But I think Pumped right now and Hyperliquid, these are the two main alts that are leading the entire alt season, if you can say. Then there's one called Cards. I shared this one on my private. It's still pumped almost 2x after I shared it. I think it was like close to 50 mil market cap. Look, I'm out. I'm not going to take any more risk on something like Cards. I need to see a dip. There's also a beta play called 𝗿𝗃𝗏𝗃, which I think would be a good entry at 2.2 million market cap. So here's what I want to see. I want to see maybe Cards pull back a little bit more. If Cards continues, I'm fully out. I have no intentions of buying back the Pokemon. By the way, this is Pokemon RWA card trading platform. If it keeps running while 𝗿𝗃𝗏𝗃 is correcting all the way down here, 2 to 3 mil market cap, I'm going to buy some 𝗿𝗃𝗏𝗃 because this is CS2 skins, which is a good beta to Pokemon card trading platform. I want to see Cards go up while 𝗿𝗃𝗏𝗃 corrects slightly, and I'm going to enter some 𝗿𝗃𝗏𝗃 and probably sell at 20 mil market cap. I think this is a good exit point, right between 16 and 20 mil market cap. Then Troll. Troll is at resistance. I want to see Troll break resistance, turn it into support, and then I think we can go to 500 million market cap, 500 mil market cap. This is the most obvious meme coin trade on the entire market. I think it will benefit from these pump flows a lot, especially when Pumped starts slowing down a little bit. Tokens like these can actually do those billion market cap runs. 100% can happen. It's possible. So if you get better entries, let's say Troll goes down here again, and then, you know, this keeps acting as resistance. You know, if you could buy at 150 again, I think that's about as good of an entry as you're going to get on something like Troll. It looks amazing. And I would say after the Pumped run, we could see a Troll run, you know, from the wealth effect. Then we have to talk about ETH and Base. Why? Because Ethereum has been outperforming Bitcoin on bullish days. It's been outperforming 2 to 3x. Okay, when BTC is up at 1%, ETH is usually up close to 3%, 2.5 to 3%. So we have to talk about Ethereum strength. I think the less crowded, most obvious trades out there are the Ethereum meme coins, especially the ones on Base, especially the one meme coin that is listed on Coinbase that just entered my buy zone, which is Toshi, that I've been talking about this buy zone for like forever, since it was at like 300 mil. I think this is the place to buy Toshi. It is right there at support, and you can put a very tight stop loss here and not lose a lot of money. I would probably gonna offload 90-80% of the profits close to the new all-time high, but I think it can 10x. I think it can go to 2 billion market cap. Don't forget, it's listed everywhere. It's the first meme coin on Coinbase platform. I think the Coinbase team wants to see their first meme coin. It's basically the Coinbase mascot at this point. They want to see it succeed. And most importantly, the Coinbase team has listed Toshi on Coinbase. How many meme coins out there are listed on Coinbase? This is the most normie-friendly trading platform, and it's where American money, which is the most valuable money, is going to enter when it comes to trading Ethereum betas, meme coins, etc. So I think Toshi, when it comes to mid caps, is the most obvious one. I'm going to be honest. I think Toshi is an even better buy right now than Troll. Okay, I would even say that. Less crowded at support with Coinbase listing, with Ethereum outperformance. Look, liquidity on Base is competing only with another token, which is called IRO. So think about this. You have ETH and you have Base. What do you have on Base? Main meme coin, Toshi. Main DeFi project, IRO. IRO can definitely 3 to 4x. It can go also to 4 billion, just like a Pumped Fund in market cap terms. In terms of FTV, IRO, if I'm not mistaken, is at 2 billion FTV. Yeah, 2 billion FTV currently. So it can definitely go to close to 10 billion FTV. In a bull market, in an alt season, it would be 100% possible. It's currently very, very close to support, generates good revenue, deep liquidity. This is where the whales are playing, and I would just go on Base and grab these two, because these two can surprise and can do extremely well. Another thing, IRO is live on Coinbase Prime. These institutions love IRO. IRO has ties to all these institutions, to Coinbase, to the Coinbase team. I would not fade Coinbase, and I would not fade their favorite token on their chain, which is IRO. Anyways, this was today's show. Next week, if the market bullishness continues, I think we will see major tiny market cap runners. I'll probably give some alpha as well on my private group on everything that I'm buying and trading. But don't forget, right now, Pumped Fund is the most important. If you want exposure to DeFi, IRO looks amazing. If you want meme coins, start with the mid caps right now, stuff like Toshi. Then Pump is gonna pump. Troll is probably gonna do well. And these wealth effects, they will trickle down into the tiny caps. But right now, it's still not the moment. It's still not the time to go and risk money on 100K market caps, on $1 million market caps, until Pumped Fund has its moment. See you guys on Monday. Bye-bye.